Well, hello, Gearhounds. This is Pastor Scott with Carmine Appice. He's a legend. Vanilla Fudge. All kinds of bands. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is our new symbol we're going to release soon. It's the Carmine Appice Shade. It's D-Drum is going to be releasing this, and this is the most outrageous symbol you've ever seen. I mean, just look at the shape of it.
It's like a Chinaman's hat.
You know, looks like a China hat. I know.
Nice.
But it sounds amazing. Nothing sounds like this. I've been playing these since 1992. I had a guy out of North Carolina made them, and now we're getting them made by a major cymbal company, and D-Drum is going to distribute it as part of their new accessories line.
Excellent.
So I'll be playing this tonight at the DOA party.
We're looking
I played
forward
it
to
last night at my clinic. It was awesome. They had one at the clinic. They sold it in a second because it was such a unique sound. You guys play drums at all?
Valerie there is a drummer.
You do?
Yeah.
Too bad you don't live in New York. I need a girl drummer for my slam show, but I live in New York. All right.
We have several of your sets on order. Is there any way you could tell us?
Kits?
Yes, sir. Could you tell us about your drum line?
Well, those kits were actually Elliot's idea. Mm-hmm. Elliot owns Armadillo. I was going to say Amarillo. Armadillo that owns D-Drum and Dean Guitars. And when I came on board, he said, I want to do something classic with you. I want to do one of your classic drum sets, the drum sets that you played on the Ed Sullivan show. I said, wow, that's a great idea. I never really thought about doing that. So we called it the Carmine Appice ES kit. ES stands for Ed Sullivan. And the first one we're going to do two of them, one this year and one next year. The first one is the first time we were on Ed Sullivan. We had a 26-inch by 15 bass drum that I had actually bought in a pawn shop at PAWN, not P-O-N, for $5. And I recovered it myself.
Right.
And I had a Gretsch kit initially. It was a Gretsch kit I had. It was a Red Sparkle Gretsch kit. And I replaced the bass drum, which was a 22, with a 26 by 15 bass drum. So now you had the 26 by 15 bass drum, a 13 by 9, 16/16, and a 5-inch snare drum. So that bass drum looked huge compared to the tom-toms, So that was the kit I played in 1967 wherever I went. And wherever I went, people just flipped out over the bass drum size because in those days there were no PA systems.
Right.
So you had to just turn the sticks around, play really hard, and the bass drum was the thing that suffered because you're banging the thing, and it's a 22-inch. It's not very big. So when I got this 26-inch bass drum, it was really, really loud. And so wherever I went to England in '67 with Vanilla Fudge. We played this place called the Speakeasy. And everyone was there, from Keith Moon to the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, the Who. I mean, you name it, everyone was there at our gig. And my bass drum was like the biggest hit of the night. Everyone was coming up and going, "What is that bass drum? We've never seen a bass drum so big." So that started a fad of big bass drums in the rock thing. And then a year later, I got an endorsement by Ludwig. Mm-hmm. And then I said, well, you know what? If the big bass drum worked, what about everything big? So we did two 26 bass drums. I had a small drum, was a 12 by 15 marching tenor drum, a 16 by 18, and a 22 bass drum turned over on its side with metal rims was my big tom, and a 6.5-inch deep snare drum. Now, you got to understand, that did not exist in 1968. The regular drums were, the biggest bass drum was a 24, and the biggest tom was a 13 by 9, a rack tom. So when I ordered that from Ludwig, they called me back and said, "Are you sure about these sizes?" I said, "Yeah." So on the 12 by 15, they thought it was a floor tom. They put leg holders on it. That's how big it was. So, and it was a maple kit. That was the first maple kit Ludwig did. So we're going to do that next year for NAMM. It'll be the ES2 kit, and it'll be a limited edition of that. And those are like my classic kits. That's what Elliot's idea to do. And we were on Ed Sullivan again the second time. And the second time it was this new kit, the ES2.